All right, here we go, guys. Now, again, because you're not going to have calculators, all right, I want to make sure you're paying attention. All right, make sure you're okay. All right. Now for 27, again, I'm going to try to grab it out of the way so we can just make sure that you're seeing it. All right. So first step, remember, was to add 1/8 to both sides. Adding 1/8. Now we're in good shape because we already have common denominators, right? So 7/8 plus 8 or plus 1/8 is what? 7/8 plus 1/8, guys. Come on.
Oh, 1.
1, right? 8/8. And 8/8 is 1. So 1/2 x equals 1. Anybody have any problems with that? Yes. Well, and that's not the final answer. You're correct, right? Very good. Now, how do we undo a fraction? We say by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So you were correct. X equals 2. Anybody have any questions with number 27? All right, here we go. 28. All right, now this one's ugly fraction problem. So here we go. Everybody's paying attention. So the first thing I need to do here is to what? Someone tell me. Add 32. Add 32. So these guys cancel. -3/5 x equals 15. And now we're undoing a fraction, so we have to do what? Multiply by the reciprocal again, which again is -5/3. Now again, you should cross these things out. X equals, now over here, 15/1. I'm going to write this fraction a little better. Now what happens with the 3 and the 15? 3 becomes a, 15 becomes a, and then final answer, -25. Molly, you okay? KK? Avery? A little better, remember, every day, a little better, guys. Yes. I didn't hear you. Yes, Avery. Yes, exactly correct. We're trying to get through this whole once, so you have all the notes. All right, and it's exactly what your exam is going to be like. You good? All right. Here we go next. Same kind of principle. Bring that over. All right, now what am I doing first? -8. Now again, that cancels. So now I have -3/8 x is equal to what? -12. And now what? Come on, come on, come on. We've done it. What? Reciprocal. Multiply by the reciprocal. -8/3. -8/3. We make 12, 12/1. The fraction over here cancels. Is the answer going to be positive or negative? Positive. All right. 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 12 4 times. 4 times 8, 32. Everybody okay with that? Good. All right, checking your notes, checking your work. That's what you're supposed to be doing. All right, here we go. Now number 30 is a little bit different. All right, so let's make sure we're seeing this. All right, this is the exception to the rule. What do I have to do first on this one? Multiply first, because you're dividing that whole quantity by 12. So I need to multiply both sides by 12. And now the 12s cancel. So I'm left with x plus 13 equals 12. And now what? Minus 13, minus 13. So x equals what? -1. Now, does everybody hear me yesterday when I said, look, I'm trying to grade your work based off of my work. All right, I don't have just A circled. All right, I want to see the work, what you're doing. All right, written out, not just answers, details. All right, here we go. So 31 is another practice problem, just like what we did. So now someone else tell me what I'm doing on 31. How much? Multiplying by 3. So now this one's the tricky one. 15 minus x equals -27. Now what do I do? Come on, someone else, volunteer. What am I going to do? Minus 15. Thank you, Ashley. Minus 15. Now here's why this one's tricky. Because these cancel, but what is left on the left side? Not x, but what? Negative x equals -42. Negative x equals -42. Now, does everybody remember the negative sign means change all signs? So the negative x becomes a what? Positive x, and the -42 becomes a positive 42. All right. Now, please make yourself a note if you made a mistake. That's why I like to hear Jackson when he says he made a mistake. Make yourself a note. All right. Make yourself a note. Explain your mistake to yourself. All right. Now, number 32, we have a decimal, not a hard one. Bringing it over. All right, Eddie, what do I do?
So you do x to the 7
What do I do to both sides of the equation?
plus
Plus.
0.5
Good. And so now what am I left with?
x over 7 equals 3.
Good job. 3. Now what?
Then you would 7 multiplied by 0.
Yes. Multiply both sides by 7. Thank you, Eddie. So x equals 21. Perfect. X equals 21. All right, here we go. 33 is a little trickier because the decimals are a little bit trickier. All right. So Tyler, you ready? What am I doing on 33?
33. I minus the 0.45.
Minus 0.45. Minus 0.45.
And that just came out to be, in the next line, it would be, would it be 2.5 G
Equals,
0.5?
yes, equals 0.5. Now what?
You divide 2.5
Good job. Good job.
and G equals 1.25.
Let me see if you're correct. All right, so everybody should be here now. Now, how many places do I have to move the decimal? So I have 0.5 over 2.5. If I move it over once, that becomes 5 over what? 25, which is what decimal? I mean, what fraction?
1/5.
1/5. Now, come on, I've taught you a lot this year. You should be able to tell me what 1/5 is. 1/5 is what decimal? 0.2. All right, 1/5 is 0.2. Now, if you just noticed there was a bunch of decimals, you could have just done the decimal work. So let's review the decimal work. 2.5 into 0.5, move the decimal over, it comes here. Does 25 go into 5? So you have to add a 0. That's why I don't like doing decimals. I change everything to fractions. It's just, to me, easier to work with,
That's the one I got wrong.
right? Are you okay with that explanation now?
Yeah.
Again, guys, everybody okay with that explanation? All right, you got to review fractions and review decimals. All right, another decimal here. It's kind of annoying. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see how we're doing on this one. All right, so first thing I have to add what to both sides? Now, okay, guys, come on now. Add 0.7. When you're adding 0.7, what do I have to do? Hello? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Luca, you're out of here. I'm adding 0.7 to both sides. I'm adding 0.7, but what do I have to do with the decimal? Make sure you do what? Line it up. Come on now. So now I have 0.4m equals 0.92. Now I divide both sides by 0.4. Divide both sides by 0.4. Now, here's where I want you to think about it, guys. Come on, KK, listen, I'm trying to show you something. Look up here on the board. I'm doing 0.92 divided by 0.4. How many places am I going to move the decimal? So because the answers are in decimals, we're just going to go ahead and do the division. All right, so 0.4 goes into 0.92. How many places do I have to move the decimal? Once, thank you. You're moving it over once, moving it over once. So the decimal goes right there. So how many times does 4 go into 9? Twice. And then 4 goes into 12. That's why the correct answer was 2.3. Everybody okay with that? All right, let's look at 35. All right, variables on both sides, okay. This was, now remember what we said. We want variables on the left, numbers on the right. Variables on the left, numbers on the right. Thank you. Good job, Jolie. Plus the 3 and also plus 3x. And so again, these guys cancel. So I have what? 8x equals 16. And then what? Divide by 8. Thank you so much. X equals 2. All right, here we go with 36. Add 11, thank you very much. And negative 4r. So now I have equals 32. Divide by negative 8. So r equals how much? Negative 4. Any issues? Any issues? All right. Several more with variables on the same side. So come on. -1. Hold on, I want to do something here. All right, yes, better now. What am I doing? -1, -1. What else? Plus 6m, plus 6m. 5m equals 5. Now what? Divide by 5. M equals 1. Everybody okay with that? All right, here we go. 38, same thing. Variables on both sides. 39 is the one that's good because it's got fractions. So let's go with 38. Let's make sure we're right here. -14 plus 4n gives me 9n equals 3. Thank you. Now what? Yay, thank you very much. Most people accidentally say 3. It's not 3, it's what? 1/3. It's 1/3. Anybody got a problem with that? Well, yes, ma'am. Good. Because remember, it's the fraction 3/9. We just divide by 3, divide by 3. You see it now, right? All right. A lot of kids make a mistake and they just put 3 by accident. You okay? All right, here we go. Let's check out 39. Now, this is the one I want everybody to listen to because it's got the fractions and you have to get a common denominator. All right. So honestly, I feel like if you get this one right, then you are pretty good. All right. So I still want variables on the left. So I have to do what? Add 3/4. You're correct, though. And also, like she said, add 3. Now, cancel, cancel. And again, obviously, 2 plus 3 is what? 5. Now I have 1/2 plus 3/4. Because 1/2 is the same as what?
2/4.
2/4, thank you. And 2/4 plus 3/4 is? Yes. Okay, now what do I do? Reciprocal? That is correct. Everybody okay with that? All right, I'm pretty happy, like I said. All right, now 40, we have 2 options here. Now on this one, I tried to show you we can distribute the 1/2, or I can actually do what? Does anybody remember? Let's just go ahead and distribute the 1/2. All right, everybody distribute the 1/2. So what's 1/2 of 6? 3. Then you have to do 1/2 times y, which is 1/2 y. Very good. Everybody take a look at that. Everybody okay with that? Now what? Now, what I want to do is I want you to look up though for a second. Everybody look up, look up, look up, look up, look up, because I want to make sure, right? Listen, you guys are getting better and smarter. So listen, I want everybody to look at me for a second or look up on the board and make sure you're with me. The equal sign. Normally I said put the variables over here and the numbers over here, correct? But as you get smarter, you can also put the numbers over here and the variables over here. You with me? As long as they're on separate sides. Now, why do I tell you that? Because it's much easier if I just add 1/2 y. Add 1/2 y. Do you see that now? All right, now you're not having to deal with negatives. All right, but everybody take a look at that now. Now, everybody's going to cross out the negative 1/2 and the positive 1/2. So what's left on the left side? What's left on the left side? 3. Now, come on, guys. 1 plus 1/2. 1 and 1/2, but I don't want doing mixed fractions. So I want everybody to tell me 1 is the same as 2/2. So 2/2 plus 1/2 is 3/2. Now, isn't 1 and 1/2 the same? Yes, 1 and 1/2 is the same. All right, now how do I get rid of this fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal, 2/3, 2/3. All right, so again, these guys cancel. So I'm left with, right, because what happens to the 3's?
The 3's cancel out and there's a 1 in there.
Just 2. So y equals 2. Y equals 2. Everybody good with that? Everybody good? All right, here we go. Well, I don't think we're gonna get to all these. That's all right. All right, 41. Here we go. First step for 41. Distribute. Thank you. When I distribute, 3 times negative 2. 3 times negative 3x. Uh-oh. Everybody needs to look. What's wrong with this guy? It's going to be no solution, right? Negative 9x minus 6 can't be negative 9x minus 4. That's not possible. Does everybody see how that's no solution? And if you didn't see that, let's just say if you add 9x, all the x's cancel out. All right, so it's just saying negative 6 equals negative 4. That doesn't work. All right, so no solution for 41. All right, guys. Let's do 42 now. All right, what do I want to do here? All right, and so I get and then distribute again. Okay. Now what? Minus 16 minus 6w. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Tyler, how far did you get? Guys, I
finished the whole thing.
did you? What about you, Zeb?
Well,
I only got the 15.
literally
So
did all
we
of
did
it.
one more class.
How are you doing, Eddie? Because guys, you see what I'm saying? I don't want you just writing things down. Right? I don't want you writing things down. I want you to check your work. All right. Is everybody happy so far with what's going on?
Yeah.
All right. I'll just keep going then. All right, I'll keep going. Here we go. Double checking your work. All right, here we go. Distributing the 9. 36b minus 9 equals 18b plus 6. Adding 9, subtracting 18. 36 minus 18, 18b equals 15. All right, so this is a good one. All right, now we divide both sides by 18. And now, does everybody see the fraction, right? B equals 15 over 18. And now I reduce by what? Yes. So if I reduce by 3, I end up with 5 over 6. Good work. What's that? All right, but you see it now, right? Molly, thank you. Because remember, at the beginning, you're supposed to remember the variables go on one side and the numbers go on one side.
It's not like plus 36.
Well, because this is a variable, this is a number, this is a variable, this is a number. So I'm trying to move the 18b because it's a variable, that has to go on the other side. You with me? And because it's a plus 18, I have to do what? Minus 18. Yes? And then this is a number, so I have to move that number to the other side. So it's a minus 9 on the left, so it means I'm going to have to add 9 to the right. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is, you and me will do the next one together, okay? So let's look at this one. All right, first thing I want you to do is do the distributive property for me. What do I get when I distribute? 18 plus 15y equals. Good job. All right, now on the left side, what needs to move? Yes, that's how easy, kiddo. And then on the right side, yay. Cross out, cross out. So now 15 minus 8, negative 10 and negative 18. Mm-hmm. And now final step, we just what? Right. So y equals negative 4. Better? All right, so I'm happy with that. All right, here we go. A little bit harder now. Uh-oh. Yeah, the reason why this one's a little harder, does everybody see we're distributing a what? We're distributing a -1. We're distributing a -1. So negative 5x minus 10 equals 2 minus x minus 4. Is everybody okay with that? Now, here's where you have to also be careful, because read this number right here. What's this number?
2.
And then what's this number?
4.
No. Read that again.
Negative 4.
2 minus 4. What's 2 minus 4? Negative 2. So rewrite that. Negative 5x minus 10 minus, equals
Negative 2.
negative 2 minus x. Now what? Move things around. So what do I do with the minus x? Plus x. Thank you. And then the minus 10 becomes plus 10.
It's just negative 4x equals 8.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so now divide by -4.
And you get -2.
Yep, x equals -2. Everybody okay with that? All right, here we go. Let's knock out 46. What time is the bell ring?
10 minutes.
All right, we got time. Okay, so I need some help here, guys. We have to first distribute the 2. All right, first distributing the 2. We're not doing 6 plus 2. 6 plus what? 6j
Minus 4
minus 4 equals.
4 plus 4j.
All right, now I need help with
Oh, you can combine terms.
6.
It's just 2.
There you go.
2 plus 6j.
2 plus 6j equals 4 plus 4j.
And then you're gonna minus the 4j
Good.
and plus and minus the 2. And it's gonna be 2j equals 2.
So
And then it's just j.
j equals 1. All right, I'm pretty happy with you guys on that. Okay, another good problem here. Fractions, fractions. Come on, everybody, listen. Listen clearly now. All right, try to focus here on this fraction. All right, the first thing is, guys, everybody's got to do this now. What's 5 halves minus 1? Yes, that is very good. So I want everybody to think that 5 over 2x minus 2 over 2x. So what does that equal? Say it. Yes, 3 over 2x. Oh, now we should see something. So what is this answer? Say it. Yeah, because, you know,
Everything cancels.
yeah, 3 over 2 can't be 3 over 2 plus 3. Right, so that's no solution. But now make yourself a note and honestly try to look at this right here and make sure you understand 5 halves x minus 1 is 3 halves x. That's the critical part right there. Anybody need me to explain that? All right, here we go. Some more decimals. Here we go. Adding f. Subtracting 1.1. All right, I need help with 1.4 plus 1.
Just
2.4f. Cross out. 8.3 minus 1.1. 7.2. Now we divide by 2.4.
Just get 3.
So f equals 3. Now don't forget, if you need to look at that and say, I moved the decimal over once, move the decimal over once. So that's like 72 divided by 24, which is 3. Okay. 49. 2 good fraction problems to end. 49 and 50. We'll call it a day. 49 and 50. Come on now. I need everybody's attention on these. Add 1/6. Well, that's easy, right?
Because it's just.
Yeah.
It'll just be 1. Thank you. And then minus 1/2. Minus 1/2. All right, so everybody should look at that and say, okay, 5/6 plus 1/6 is in fact 1. Now, 2/3 and 1/2, common denominator is 6. So 2/3, what do I multiply by? 2. So that becomes 4/6 minus 1/2 becomes what? 3. So 4/6 minus 3/6. Wait a minute. Negative or positive? Positive, right?
Oh, yeah.
1/6 x equals 1. How do I get rid of the fraction? And the reciprocal is 6. And so x had to have been what? 6. All right, guys, here we go. 50. Minus 1/8 minus 1/8 minus 2 minus 2. Cancels, cancels. All right, 3/4 and 1/8. What's the common denominator? So what do I have to multiply the first fraction by? 2. So that becomes a 6/8. Thank you. So negative 6/8 minus 1/8 is? Negative 6/8 minus 1/8 is? Negative 7/8. 9 minus 2. 7. Now what am I doing? Reciprocal, which is negative 8/7. So x equals, the 7s cancel. Negative 8. All right, I'm pretty happy. All right, so 51, 50. So I just have 2 more equations. Then it's all just properties, simplifying, just more algebra stuff, extra practice problems. All right, so we should be able to finish tomorrow. Is everybody okay with that?
You want it at the end or just turn it in?
Yep, you're gonna turn it in at the end. All right, all of it tomorrow. Yep, turn it in tomorrow. So I want you to finish up.